Greetings, travelers. You ever play a point-and-click adventure game? Well, too bad, because this game is nothing like that. You see, in this game, the main character's neck can move when you look around, a massive innovation in the space of gaming. AI, the Salmonella Files, is another creation from the maker of the Zero Escape series, or as I like to call it, 9 doors, 9 people, 9 hours, 9 cowboys, 9 showers. A classic game in which you have to escape a building with a little bitch boy protagonist who's always too busy panicking to solve the actual puzzles. Thankfully, those high-stress situations also gave him superpowers, but that's going to spoil the entire adventure. That game is also available on PC like those other Nintendo DS games from the same series. The main character from the second game is named Sigma, and you can guess his personality based on the name alone. Now, you might wonder what this game has to do with a specific type of food poisoning. Well, that's because you go into the dreams of people that you want to investigate on your journey to figure out who murdered your adoptive daughter's biological mother in an abandoned theme park. Makes enough sense. Going into dreams to solve puzzles makes this game the Psychonauts of visual novels. Join Daisuke on his journey of talking to women and looking at titties. He is a big fan of those. Fortunately, he has a robot companion that lives in his eye to keep him on the straight and narrow. Her name is, of course, Ball. This is some incredible storytelling. Other popular sidekicks include Adoptive Daughter, who punches harder than a speeding freight train hitting a car at maximum velocity. Hololive member who only wants to play Minecraft and also wants Dai Sojo to go on a Minecraft date with her. She is a minor though, so date makes sure to follow the law as an upstanding police officer. There's also Dude, whose name I don't know, and lastly we have Oda. Nobody likes Oda. Time to play Fuck, Marry, Kill. Just kidding, the game is actually kill, 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 and the only options of characters are all Oda. We're going to kill him 3 times. When you first meet Oda, you're going to think to yourself, wow, this guy sucks, but he'll probably get better by the end of the game though. Nope, he strictly gets worse the more time you spend with him. So much so that any of the bad routes in this game where everyone dies, I would burst into pure ecstasy that Oda got game mended. Oh, sorry, I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. There are bad routes in this visual novel where people die. Never could have seen that one coming. How do you make choices in this game for your routes? Well, it depends on what you do inside of each dream sequence. How do you know what's a good choice and what's a bad choice? That's the best part. You don't. As for my personal experience with the game, I felt as though the initial route I went on was like playing the end of a visual novel, where we get all the payoff after building up all the characters, except I had no idea who anyone was or what the hell was going on, leaving me very confused until I went back and played the other route from the initial choice at the beginning of the game and, oh wait a minute, this is where all the character development is. When I do my highly advanced analytical analysis in game design, there are times when I'm not really sure how I should react to something. On one hand, I felt as though my experience was less because it made half of the game only better in retrospect, rather than when I initially played that portion, where if I did play the game the other way around, I would have had fun for the entire playtime. I would say I think it's bad that this is a potential path to play the game, but simultaneously, I was blinded by the size of the balls of the developers in the first place, so I might have to say, shit, maybe I really do swing that way. Like many mystery storytelling games, it's more about the journey than the answer. Solving puzzles in the dreams makes no sense whatsoever, which is fantastic because I love how stupid things can be given this framework. Thanks to the generous checkpoint system, it's not like losing in the dream sequence has many consequences, making this the Dark Souls of puzzle games. Some of these puzzles made me very upset, and that's always what I want to look for in a video game. I did play this game on a friend's recommendation, and she'll tell you that the way that I played the game was wrong in every possible decision that I made, but I am also a sicko who likes the bad ends in visual novels. There is a mountain of flavor text that you can find if you're into that sort of thing, and this is a thing that I also didn't do that much on my playthrough, which was also, once again, incorrect. It does have a great English dub, or so I have been told multiple times from multiple people, which made me play the Japanese dub purely out of spite. So that's not my opinion, but I will say that the Japanese dub was very convincing with their performances, and I've been told pretty much the same thing from people playing with the English dub. The game fought back though with my decision by giving me the end credits in the English dub anyways, despite my settings. So if you ever wanted to play a visual novel with voice acting and you were not able to listen to it in your native language of Icelandic, well, that's still not an option. I do recommend this game for many reasons, which is not anything that anyone cares about while watching this video. So to answer the only thing that you want to know, Aiba is best girl, and the best route is the one where Mizuki gives Date a big hug and calls him a good dad. Yeah, that made me tear up. That's the actual good ending to the game, not even the true ending compares to that one. Now let's get out there and start hunting down Oda.